top accolade global news updates. I am Abiodun Mohammed. The United States military said it has finally found debris from a missing F-35 fighter jet a day after asking for the public's help in locating wreckage from the elusive warplane after a pilot ejected from the aircraft for unknown reasons. The debris field from the F-35B Lightning II jet that went missing on Sunday afternoon was located on Monday in South Carolina's rural Williamsburg County, according to the Marine Corps Joint Base Charleston. Quote, personnel from Joint Base Charleston and MCAS Beaufort SC, in close coordination with local authorities, have located the debris, a debris field in Williamsburg County. The debris was discovered 2 hours northeast of JB Charleston, the base said on social media, while also thanking local, county, and state officials for their help in the hunt for the missing stealth fighter plane. The debris was located about 2 hours northeast of the Marine base, and local residents were being asked to stay clear of the site. Authorities had been searching for the jet since the pilot, whose name has not been released, parachuted to safety in the North Charleston neighborhood at about 2 p.m. on Sunday, and the aircraft continued flying in what some called a quote, zombie state. The pilot was taken to a hospital where he was in stable condition, the Marine said. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said authorities were actively pursuing credible allegations linking New Delhi's agents to the murder of a Sikh separatist leader, a concern India dismissed as absurd. The spat deals a fresh blow to diplomatic ties that have been fraying for years, with New Delhi unhappy over Sikh separatist activity in Canada. It now threatens trade ties too, with talks on a proposed trade deal frozen last week. Each nation also expelled a diplomat in tit-for-tat moves, with Canada throwing out India's top intelligence agent there, while New Delhi responded by giving a Canadian diplomat 5 days to leave. Any involvement of a foreign government in the killing of a Canadian citizen was, quote, an unacceptable violation of our sovereignty, Trudeau told the House of Commons in an emergency statement on Monday. He was referring to Adip Singh Nijjar, 45, shot dead outside a Sikh temple on June 18th in Surrey, a Vancouver suburb with a large Sikh population, 3 years after India had designated him as a terrorist. Nijjar supported a Sikh homeland in the form of an independent so-called state of Khalistan in India's northern state of Punjab, the birthplace of the Sikh religion, which borders Pakistan. A US-bound plane carrying 5 Americans freed by Iran left Doha on Monday as part of a prisoner swap for 5 Iranians held in the United States and the transfer of $6 billion in Iranian funds, marking a rare deal between the long-time antagonists. The White House confirmed the plane carrying the 5, along with 2 US family members who left Iran with them earlier, was en route to the United States, where they were to be offered medical treatment by the US military as they adjust to freedom. Separately, Iran state-owned Press TV said the 5 Iranians held by the United States and charged with committing crimes had been freed, an apparent reference to them being granted clemency, and that 2 of them had landed in Tehran. The other 3 are not expected to return to Iran. It was unclear whether the exchange might bring progress on the many issues that divide the 2 nations, including Iran's nuclear program, its support for regional Shiite militias, the presence of US troops in the Gulf, and the US sanctions on Iran. At least $14.3 million worth of coal produced in areas of Ukraine annexed by Russia has been exported to NATO member Turkey this year, according to Russian customs data reviewed by newsmen. Between February and July 2023, about 160,400 tons of coal from the annexed eastern Ukrainian regions of Donetsk and Luhansk arrived in Turkey, the data showed. 3 producers listed in the customs data confirmed to newsmen they had shipped coal from the 2 regions to Turkey during that period. Unlike the United States and European Union, Turkey has not restricted trade with Russia or the areas of Ukraine controlled by Moscow. Washington has cautioned companies not to help Russia wage war against Ukraine or circumvent sanctions. Since Moscow launched its invasion in February 2022, Turkey, a member of NATO that supports Kiev's efforts to repel Russia, has said repeatedly that it recognizes Ukraine's territorial integrity. Ankara played a key role in mediating a now lapsed deal between the warring countries that allowed Ukrainian grain exports via the Black Sea. Turkey's Trade Ministry and Customs Directorate did not respond to requests for comment on the shipment. War crimes and crimes against humanity are still being committed in Ethiopia nearly a year after government and regional forces from Tigray agreed to end fighting. United Nations experts have said in a report published on Monday, thousands died in the 2-year conflict which formally came to an end in November last year. Both sides accused each other of atrocities, including massacres, rape and arbitrary detentions, but each denied responsibility for systemic abuses. In its report, the Commission said human rights violations in Tigray were, quote, grave and ongoing, and there had been attacks by the Eritrean Defense Forces (EDF) against civilians. Eritrea, which sent in troops to fight alongside the Ethiopian government forces during the conflict, has rejected accusations from residents and right groups that its soldiers committed abuses in Tigray. Eritrea's Information Minister, Yeman Gebremeskel, told newsmen that the report's finding was defamatory and said the country was preparing its formal response. Ethiopia's army and government spokespeople were yet to comment on the report. Radhika Kumaraswamy, a member of the commission, described the sexual violence in the conflict as being, quote, as bad as it gets. That is the size of top accolade global news update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday!